Hey guys, Brian from Geared Science here, and today I'm going to install the Horseshoe oil tank from Gasbox for swing arm frames. If you're running a swing arm bike or you're trying to build a swing arm bike or just want to give your bike a cleaner look, these are way better than the stock setup. They get rid of that giant battery box on the side and that weird oil tank kind of setup. So it's much cleaner and way better, in my opinion. So let's get into it. A few things you gotta know. There's a few things you gotta cut, nothing too crazy. There's a mount right here for the old oil tank, and then there's a mount right in here. Now I already cut part of mine off for something else, so that's gotta go. You also need to cut off this clutch cable stay because now it's replaced with the one that comes on the oil tank. And honestly, this one's a lot more robust and I would trust this one over the stock one anyway. So I'm gonna pull my fender off because to cut this tab cleanly and to smooth it out, it's a lot easier if the fender's not in the way. So we're just gonna do that right now. All right, so now we're gonna pull out the old cutoff wheel. We're gonna cut this off and try to smooth this out a little bit so it looks nice before we have to put the new oil tank on. So here's the other tab that needs to be cut. Whack this out of place and get a better cut on it. All right, so from here, there's not much to it. So what we're gonna do, undo these bolts that come in here. You're gonna drop one, pick it up, don't lose it. So this goes on here. Like so. There's this plate that then replaces your clutch stay, and this goes on the bottom, which is your mount. This plate, and this hangs from the rear tube. So you want to put that on your tank after you place it in like so. So keep these bolts on here kind of loose when you place this in here because you're going to need a little bit of wiggle room to get it around your frame. So hang this boy right here. Now, I would have thought this piece went on top of this mount, but that does not seem to be the case. Because the only way I could get it in here was to go from underneath. So the last piece is this guy, little bracket that goes in here underneath the hooks to really secure it to this top frame, so it doesn't move around. All right, and that's that. She's in there. All right, guys, thanks for watching. So after shooting this video, I went and put one of these tanks on an aftermarket Paco swing arm frame, and you can kind of see here how the support for the oil tank mounts on top of the backbone bracket. Now for this video, I use an early 80s shovel head frame, so the only way I could really get mine in there to fit correctly without modifying the tank support bracket was to go under that backbone bracket. So you're gonna have to kind of play around with yours a bit and figure out how exactly it mounts in there. Either way is fine, and it's gonna be supported just the same. These tanks are available from Gasbox, and they're available on lowbrowcustoms.com. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.